What's up, gals and pals? I'm Coach Vino. This is the Progress Bar, and today we're going to talk about one of my absolute favorite spirit categories, Amaro. Now look, I'm not going to get too technical about things. All I really want to do is kind of demystify this category, which can be very intimidating for people that don't know much about it. So make sure you stick around, and we're going to boogie down. All right, so what is Amaro? So Amaro is a bittersweet Italian liqueur that is known to help in the digestive process. As a matter of fact, in Italy, it is mostly consumed after a big meal, and that's why it's called a digestivo. Now, not all amari is a digestivo. Some of them, like Campari and Amaro, are actually aperitivos, which are known to help stimulate the appetite. Now, growing up in the Little Italy area of the Bronx, Amaro or amari was always something you saw around. I mean, it was everywhere. But I always thought of it kind of like an old man's drink. And now here I am, years later, an old man drinking Amaro. So what do you know? Go figure, right? Now, while the ingredients used in most amari are kept a secret by the producers, there are three major components that are used in all Amaro, and that is alcohol, a sweetener, and a bittering agent. These include things like gentian root, wormwood, angelica root, quinine, and many others. Often other flavoring ingredients are added as well to create extra depth and complexity. These include anything from orange peels and rhubarb to artichoke and licorice. Now, the reason that Amaro is said to have digestive properties is because of the bitter component of the spirit. See, your body looks at bitter flavors as kind of like a poison. So what happens is when you sip a little bit of this, it starts to get the whole digestive process going. Your saliva starts to build up, your gastric juices start to flow, you know what I'm saying, all that sexy stuff. And so your body now is trying basically to repel what it considers to be a poison or foreign component, you know what I'm trying to say? So by kickstarting the old digestive process with a little bit of Amaro, it helps to move along that chicken parmesan you might have just had. Now, while Amaro are usually pretty low proof, you do get a range there. I mean, you get like anywhere from 11% for Aperol to 39% for Fernet Brancas, and everywhere in between, you know? And then flavor-wise, it's really the same thing. You know, you can get something like that sweet and citrusy, like the Montenegro here, to something that's really aggressive and medicinal, like Fernet Branca. So it really all depends on the ingredients that are being used to help make the Amaro, okay? So that's where the variety and complexity comes in, and that's also where people that don't know the category can be intimidated by it, and people that do know the category, we absolutely love that. We love the variety of not really knowing what you're gonna get when you crack open a bottle of Amaro. Now, the concept behind Amaro, of like a bittersweet liqueur, is not unique to Italy. Other countries have been making them for years. I mean, Italy is definitely the most well known for it. It has probably the largest variety of it. But you know, you've got stuff like Suze from France, and you've got Jägermeister from Germany, and those are other examples of digestive, Amaro-like spirits. Now, the popularity of Amaro in the United States is a relatively new phenomenon, and to be honest with you, it's really all because of Campari. You know, Campari is a big deal here in the States, and the big reason for that is because it is used in the Negroni and in the Bouvardier and other great cocktails, and the United States is really a big cocktail culture. But with the use of Campari has really opened up the category to the United States, with things like Aperol blowing up, and Cynar blowing up, and Montenegro and Averna. Like, these are some of the bigger brands here in the US, and so it really has opened up the category here, which is really great because now you have a lot of American-made Amaro. Again, there's more Italian stuff being imported, and you've got stuff from all over the world being made and brought into the US. So for a guy like me, people that love Amaro or amari, it's a really good time to get into the category. So now that you guys have an idea of what Amaro is, how it's made, how it works, what it tastes like, I hope you take this opportunity to go out there and start your Amari journey, all right? If you ask me, hey, Coach Vino, which one of these bottles do you think is a good starter bottle? I'm personally going to tell you the Montenegro. Now look, not everyone's going to agree with that, and that's perfectly fine. That's the beauty of this category. Everybody's got an opinion. But you know what they say about opinions, right? But no, seriously, the reason I would go with this one is because I think it is really approachable. It's really sweet, it's citrusy, it's low ABV, it's only 23%. I think it's a good starter bottle. Now, if you ask me, hey, Coach Vino, what is your favorite? I'm gonna tell you Cynar. I think Cynar is fantastic. It's bitter, it's complex, it's also sweet. I think it's just amazing, okay? So, but look, it doesn't really matter where you start. I mean, I wouldn't start with Fernet. It might throw you off for good. But I definitely say any of these here are definitely approachable and drinkable Amaros, even for a beginner. Now, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be bringing you guys a series called Fall in Amore with Amaro, okay, which means fall in love with Amaro. And the reason I'm calling it that is because there is few spirits that I love more in the fall than Amaro. So I'm going to bring you guys a series of videos where I make cocktails using each one of these bottles, okay? And in that video, I'll describe what the spirit tastes like, what the Amaro tastes like, and then make a couple cocktails that hopefully you guys will be able to try out, okay? Now, if you liked this video, please press like, please subscribe, and please share it with your family and friends. Remember, sharing is caring, and when life gives you lemons, make yourself a cocktail. Ciao.